Hello, you're stuck in trouble with Wolf Gorlock. A few minutes riffing on IT and IT security. Today looking at Petya, or not Petya, or GoldenEye, or Goldenrod, or whatever. There's like 30 names for it now. Today looking at the recent flash ransom and its use of Chkdsk and how that bypasses our controls, and oh my goodness, what are we going to do now? One of the first hacks I ever did, I've always been a white hat, I've always played blue team, but one of the first things I did was, as a proof of concept, I built a DOS screen that looked like Novell NetWare, right? This is on the old days. So you log in, say incorrect password, store the password for me, then present the login. Nice proof of concept. Seen other things similarly, right? Because DOS is really easy to spoof. It's one of the easiest screens to make it look like something else. Not a lot involved with that. So I wasn't necessarily surprised to hear that Petya, the ransomware, had been rebooting computers onto a spoofed Chkdsk that looks just like any other Chkdsk console app. This is what we've come to expect, and that is the way of infecting. But the tip for you is check this out, because it completely avoids all the ransomware controls we've talked about forever. There's some really cool things here, including time-based security, right? This concept of time to detect versus time to respond. Well, attackers have been expanding the time they execute their attacks on before they actually go for the kill, to infect more boxes, to stay under the covers, what have you. Same exact thing here. Petya hits, it waits a while, then it's going to reboot your computer, prompt you to reboot, and then it's going to run this Chkdsk. Now Petya's encryptor is going out and encrypting all your files, right? But it's doing so before the OS loads. It's doing so before your controls start. So think about this for just a minute. In a traditional attack path, with ransomware, runs user contacts, encrypts whatever files they can get to, does it sequentially, and in many theorists have said, okay, here's a million different controls we can do for that, including some of the videos I've done on this channel, right? Hey, can you look if a whole bunch of files are suddenly opened? Hey, can you look if an unusual number of volume of files are opened in a frequent pipe? Hey, what about if they're creating specific file extensions? That's how some of the people are looking for WannaCry. Hey, what about hitting the encryptor API a whole bunch of times? We've all looked at this, right? And we've talked about embedding in our file integrity monitoring, in our logging, which is going to our SIM, in our anti-malware. Well, guess what? All those need the OS to run, and if the OS isn't booted up, but you're only in a console prompt, and we have access to the file system, that means no controls. Nada, zip, zilch, everything I just listed. Auditing, file integrity, malware, no. So what are we gonna do? Hit me up in comments or in social media, let me know. I'd love to hear some tips of how we detect an attack pre-boot, right? When it's in that initial startup phase. Very, very interesting vector. Cheers.